What's up, guys? I'm back with another video. Today I'm gonna be reviewing, and also I want your opinion and advice on whether this watch is too big for me or if it's a good size. So let me first off explain why I chose the quartz over the automatic. Now, first off, money is not a factor because the price difference is like $300, around 300, which is not really a deal breaker like that. Now, the reason why I chose the quartz over the automatic was mainly it was two reasons, of course, obviously. One being that the quartz is, as we all know, it's a pick it up and go watch. You never have to set the time, wind it or anything like that. I could put this watch down for a month, pick it up, time will be accurate, right? So everybody knows that. But what really drove me to get the quartz over the automatic was the dial. Now, this only pertains to the blue dial, okay? And unfortunately, I don't have the automatic to show you exactly what I'm talking about. But I couldn't make this video in the store because, it would just be a little bit weird and there's a lot of noise. So, but if you look at the automatic, right, it has that waffle dial. And it's a sunburst waffle dial, but that sunburst effect on the waffle dial, it just does not have the same sunburst effect as it does on this plain, the quartz version dial. And let me try to show you guys right here, right? As you could see, I've got the natural sunlight right there, and that sundial, it really shows, and it shows the most on the blue and green. The green dial, that sunburst on the green dial, the sunburst effect shows the most. And the black dial, the quartz black dial, is just it's too bland. It didn't do the watch justice like that, and therefore I chose the blue one. I was thinking about the green, but I feel like the blue is just a little bit more versatile. And then, if they ever come out with a rubber strap for this watch, because it's an interchangeable bracelet, I feel like the blue would just be a little bit more versatile with that. Now, they do have a leather strap, which is really nice. Unfortunately, you can't buy it like, just the strap by itself as of yet, but the guy at the Tissot store, said that eventually they're gonna have it for sale, and it's gonna be only $85, which is a good deal. $85. It's not like the highest end leather strap, but it does change the feel and the look of the watch. It just makes it a little bit more dressy, or a lot more dressy. So that's the reason why I chose to go with the quartz over the automatic, right? Now, sorry for the smudges. I have it's hot, so and I have oily skin. So, anyways, moving on, right? Now the watch itself. So I thought that it would be too big, right? And I went and I tried on the 35 millimeter. And the 35 millimeter, it wasn't too bad. Like, the dial itself, 35, is really small. A 35 millimeter dial is a small dial. Now, my wrist size is, I don't know the exact size, but it's like between, I don't know, it's like 6.7 inches or 6.75, whatever. It's like between 6.5 and 7 inches, right? And I tried it on, and I don't know. I feel like I could have pulled it off, but it felt more like just wearing a bracelet, and I don't know. But let me put this on and show you guys what this looks like on my wrist. So here we go. I've got it on my wrist. The way this guy sized it, he left 1/2 link right there on top of where it says Tissot, on top of the clasp. And it's a little bit, it's a little bit loose. Like, it'll go that far down. But, it's not too bad. So let me zoom out a little bit for you, okay? And give you a little bit more of that sunburst dial effect. If you guys are thinking about which color to get, my advice, if you're going with the quartz, my advice is go with the blue. This blue is under like a darker light. It's not a bright blue. It's a very subtle darkish blue. It's really, really nice. And in the darker light, you won't, it looks more black, I guess, you could say. But it's got a beautiful sunburst effect, like I was saying. But back to the size, right? So here it is on my 6.5, I don't know, 6.7 inch wrist, right? Whatever size it is, I don't know the exact size. Let me try to give you this shot right here. Okay. So as you could see, it's really not too bad. Now, I just want your opinion on what you guys think as far as, is this too big? Is it, doable, or is it just perfect, perfect size for my wrist? Also, my advice is if you have a 6.5 and a down, 6.5 and lower inch size wrist, I would say that this watch might be too big for you. Like 6.5, you might be able to pull it off, because as you could see, I'm right over 6.5, but right under 7. So like I said, like, let's just say 6.7 inch wrist, right? And I was trying to watch videos online of how this watch looks on certain wrists, and nobody really says their size. But I really hope that this video will help other people who don't have the opportunity to just go to a store and try it on, and they have to make their purchase based off watching videos online. And I hope that this video really helps you, and if it does, please let me know, and I can make more videos with the different watches that I have, because I have quite a few, and I am downsizing on them. Because honestly, let me talk a little bit more about this watch itself, right? So when I put this on, when I picked it up in my hand and I put it on, it is so light. It's light, it's thin, it's so comfortable. Like, this watch is extremely comfortable. It really is. And this bracelet, it's really nice, right? So, all right, so let me explain something. A lot of people are saying that, this is a Royal Oak, the AP, cheaper version of the AP. You can't afford that. You buy this. You know what? If you want to go and pay $40,000, $20,000, whatever it is for a watch, that's on you, right? At the end of the day, it's a watch, and I don't think that that's a smart decision. Unless you're like filthy rich, then by all means do you. But for a regular person who's making $60,000 to $100,000 a year, if you're gonna go and spend $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 on a watch, you're out of your mind, right? It doesn't matter how long you save that money for. It doesn't make sense in my mind. Now, the price point of this watch, with taxes in my state, it came out to $408 or $405, right? Something like that. Now, I think it's well worth it. So let me point out something else, right? The clasp here is the butterfly clasp, as I'm sure you've seen in other videos, right? This is my first butterfly clasp watch, and honestly, it's not like my favorite thing in the world. But the thing is, for this bracelet and this watch, it it does the job, and I think it's a good choice for this type of watch, because this is not a diver's watch, obviously. So I think it's not too bad, right? So once again, I hope that you guys can give me your opinions, whether this looks how this looks on my wrist, if it's too big, or whatever it is that you think, right? And also, what else can I say? Man, that dial is it's really something else, guys. I gotta tell you, when you see it, you know what it is. In the stores, there's just bright lights everywhere, and those lights are not the same as sunlight, and in the sunlight, let me try to show you once again, right? There it is. It's a little hard to see, but in the sunlight, man, oh man, like, look at that right there. It looks so good. And now I put it in the shade right here. Hold on. Put that in the shade, and you can see, it gets a lot darker. Look at that. It is so beautiful. Now, this is not, extremely like a polished bracelet. Like, it's not like that bright. But it's right in between of like very polished and just matte, I would say. Like, it doesn't have that that dazzling reflection in the light type of effect, but it does still have, as you can see right here, like right now is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. It doesn't shine like that, and it's got like sunlight hitting it, as you can see, like right here. It's not that type of finishing, but it's just so, man, this watch, it really is something else. Like, honestly, they knocked it out the park with this. A few things that could have been done different, in my opinion, is a little bit more distinguishing in the indices, for the 9, the 12, 3, 6, and 9. If they would have made the double batons, or the double markers, whatever, as they have on the 12, for the 6 and the 9 and the 3, I think it would have just made it a little bit more, easier to tell time and whatnot. But man, oh man, this watch it's really something else, guys. I strongly advise, if anybody's looking for one watch in their collection, go with this. So here's another thing to note, right? Now, let's say, in the store, this is like, it came out to $408. You could get it online for like a lot cheaper than in the store. But something you should know is, if you buy this from a Tissot boutique or Tissot store, you get a lifetime battery replacement done for free. Okay? And I asked the guy, I said, so how does it work? Do you send the watch out, or do you guys just do this in the store? So with the automatic, the way that works is, he said it's every 6 to 7 years is recommended to service it. And I believe he said the first servicing is done for free if you buy this from the Tissot store. And then for the automatic, he said it costs around like $200 to get it serviced every 6 to 7 years. But whereas this, the battery replacement is done for free. Lifetime free battery replacement. So as long as Tissot stays in business for the next, 40, 50 years, I think I'll be pretty happy with that, right? And what else? And then that's done in the store. For the quartz version, that's done in the store. And I asked them, do you guys check the pressure for the water resistance and all that stuff? Do you check the seals? He said they do all of that, and it's done in the store. So something to keep in mind. Now, a quick note: what does this watch resemble? To me, it's not a copy, or trying to be a copy of AP. What this watch resembles to me is actually Rolex, I believe it's the Rolex Oyster or something like that, Quartz, which was out like in the 70s or the 80s. They had a quartz version, and if you look that up, let me tell you, it looks a lot like, this is the vibe that this watch is giving me, and I like it. You know, I really like it. I think I'm gonna enjoy it a lot, and you know, hope this video helps. And I'm gonna end it with a little bit more sunlight. There you go. All right, guys, thank you.